Alright, looks like an energy deck. I think we don't cycle. Yep. So I think we're probably going to just cast the Radiant Destiny and then next turn maybe cast out the Siphoner. I mean, we could play another blocker and try to set up a double block, but I think that's unlikely to work out. All right, now it's realistic to try to set up a triple block here. And it's also, I think, better. Actually, in fact, instead of the triple block, I think I just want to set up a race situation. Yeah, I think that this is actually the better line. Because now next turn we could play the Sanctum Seeker and hit for 6. It's like it's that blue-black mid-range deck. So I think I want to save this cast out for Scarab God. And the Radiant Destiny is not going to save either of our creatures. And I definitely don't want to cast out the champion. So I think I just do this. If we draw an untapped land, we could play Lieutenant and Destiny, and that would give us the City's Blessing. Ugh, yuck. I think I still offer this trade. So we get the token, so the token and the Sanctum Seeker can block the Siphoner if they block. So they probably don't block because they want to get the extra attack in. So it's just like gain 1, deal 3. Okay. Five, 6, 7, 8. I think our play is still the same. It's possible that the attack there was wrong, but like they can't hit with their champion into our 3/3, so they're just hitting us for 2. If they Scarab God here, we have the answer. Ugh, that was good. Alright, that's gonna be a tough one to beat. It's also possible that just using the Deadlands to kill the Siphoner was right. See, now we're kind of in a bind. We would go to 3 if we cast the champion. So that seems really risky. Basically dead to too much stuff. We have 5, 6, 7, so we're not going to hit the city's blessing. Do we cast out now or in the opponent's turn? That's really the question. Yeah, they could have counterspell. Still might have been correct to use the deadland there. I guess we couldn't. I keep thinking about the deadland. We don't have the double black to activate it. It's not even an option. Yeah, this is kind of rough. Like the third removal spell was tough. Alright, now we're just dead. On board, they attack us for 4 and then ping us. I guess we go to 1. I think we're drawing dead though. Yep. Alright, so that Siphoner really did a number on us. That's pretty tough. So this is like the mid-range kind of blue-black deck. So against the controlling decks, I like playing the Argyl's Bloodfast and the Duresses and stuff like that. This mid-range version, I think, is a little different. I think that like they're looking to play creatures every turn, so we're not looking to bring in like these 6 sideboard cards. I think instead we want to take the route of like if we can kill their Siphoner early, I think we're in pretty good shape, and then like this Profane Procession type plan can kind of take over. So I think that is actually the more effective strategy against this deck. And they have a lot of removal spells, so it's not like we're going to just out-tempo them. I think that this is going to end up to be kind of a grind fest. We might actually want these things then, now that I think about it. Like they have the champions of their own to kind of get ahead with the card advantage when they get to 7 mana and start bringing those back. So I think that we can cut these. I guess they have Ballista. If you want to cut the other one. I think I do actually want these. I wonder if I can do that. Like, Call's still pretty good against Ballista. This mortar's not that bad. Just play one of those. I think that they bring in the 2/3 lifelink Death Touch creature for 2. So I think between those and the Siphoner, I think that the Fatal Pushes um, are good enough to bring in. They also like kill ballistas in at the right moment, and they also kill like when they bring back the creature, the master, or the champion. I mean, Ooh, missed their second land drop. Interesting. So obviously pressure the opponent as much as possible when they're not drawing lands. Alright, so that game was kind of a non-game. Not just kind of a non-game, definitely a non-game. Let's see, so now we're on the draw. Does that change anything? I still think the Fatal Push is the right configuration. Um, I think Martyr of Dusk is okay, actually. Let's actually do this. They have a lot of Fatal Pushes and stuff like that, so I don't think Lieutenant on the draw is going to be super good. Alright, I think this is okay. We have the answer to their turn 2 creature, and then we have stuff that we can do to set up for the game. That is not a creature we are going to kill. That is a creature we can play. I think we do not trade because ours is about to get bigger. And because we have the Sanctum Seeker. So now if we play Radiant Destiny on our turn, I still think we pass. Ooh, they discarded a Fatal Push. Interesting. I think it's just basically we want to force them to use a removal spell on our Zealot. Because otherwise, I mean, I guess they could attack with Champion, but um, I think we take it here. So then we could play Seeker and attack and drain. Yeah, I don't think we block. Gonti. Alright. Not bad, not bad. If they get a way to pump vampires, they could pump their Zealot. I think he's an Aetherborn Rogue, is that right? Yep. This one's a Naga Wizard. This is a Vampire Soldier, so if it's a Radiant Destiny, that's not going to help a whole lot. We could leave up Fatal Push or Cast Out. I don't think we want to do that. I think we want to play. We want to play Sanctum Seeker and pass. And if they play, yeah, we want to not die to their Scarab God. So we want to keep cast out for Scarab God. So now, if they use their turn using like a Vraska's Contempt on the Seeker, we're, I think, perfectly okay with that. And we're holding our deserts because of Field of Ruin. It worked. Ooh, actually, get to get Swamp, and now Fatal Push's Revolt is turned on. So now we can actually use the Fatal Push if we want. Alright, so that's what they're doing in their thing. We can do it right back. I still don't think I make this trade. I think I'll Fatal Push the Gonti because they had to have drawn basically if they drew the Siphoner, I would not want to Fatal Push. So do I want to take the damage first? That's actually a thing that might be the right option. Just take 4 here. Yeah, I think just take 4 and go to 12. And then if they pass, then we Fatal Push the Gonti. If they play Siphoner, we kill the Siphoner. Actually, no, I guess if they play Siphoner, we'll just untap and deadland it. So I think I'm going to Fatal Push here. Alright, they played the card that they got from Gonti. I think now that they have 5 mana, I think we play the Thopter Arrest on the champion because exiling it is kind of relevant. I don't like it being in the graveyard. Do I attack? Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. I am not going to attack. So we're 1 away from the City's Blessing. So next turn, if we get the City's Blessing, we can start attacking with the dead land. Yep, now they're kind of forced to play the Scarab God here. Hopefully they don't have another one in hand. Otherwise, we're going to look a little silly using that Thopter Arrest. So we get the City's Blessing. Now let's see, we can cast out now and attack. And then they would trade Conquistador for Zealot. If we attack with both first, they would consider blocking with the Scarab God. Yeah, I think we cast out now. playing into the fatal push, I guess, but they don't really care. There's the Siphoner. We've been hiding this Deadlands. Ooh, hello. I think we still want to just kill that now, though. I can attack first. I mean, offer the trade. It's 0% chance they take it. I guess it's like 0.5% chance they take it, maybe. But I think I want a Deadland. I don't want to just give them a draw off the Siphoner just to get the procession down. Then again, like, what can go wrong? Like, what? So if we play the Deadland and the procession, then they can't Supreme Will it because we have the 4 mana to pay. And if they like draw a Scarab God and jam it, then we just untap and exile the Scarab God. They don't have a way to deal with an enchantment in blue-black. Like, I guess they have an energy they can cast like a blue-blue counter, like dissolve. That would be awkward. They could take it out of our hand though too. They're black. They could have boarded in like a duress effect. So I think I'm jamming it here. Now even if they Field of Ruin me, Field of Ruin my Deadlands, so I can't untap and Deadland their Siphoner, then we get to float a mana and Profane Procession it. So I think that just playing the Procession there is correct. Okay, deal. Eight mana. I think we want to start using the Profane Procession instead of the Deadlands to kill the Siphoner. Then again, I guess the Procession is just gonna be good. Actually, I kind of want to do the other way now. So, I mean, they could just not play creatures. They have us on a 10-turn clock. Yeah, I didn't think that was what was going to happen. We're going to exile that one, though. Whoa, what? Hello. River's Rebuke. That was not a card that I was expecting to see happen that turn. Okay. So we can play Procession and activate. And that would put us down to 6. I mean, what are the odds that they have another Rebuke, I guess? Okay, so I guess they have this thing in their graveyard too, so they might be trying to do that. So we want to empty our hand. So we could just play the Thopter Arrest and the Cast Out on their 2 creatures. Then they just back to the Zealot. In which case I don't want to cycle. Yeah, I think I'd rather do. Actually, no. Then they can just counter my Procession. Alright. Have to do it now so they can't get their thing on upkeep and response. That was a really good reverse rebuke. I thought I was in a pretty commanding position, and then it's like, whoa, that's a way for a blue deck to deal with enchantments. Forgot about that one. Yep. Six, 8, so we have 9 mana. We could potentially access. Let's see. Do I play Sanctum Seeker? I just play this. Too bad I can't produce blue mana for this. I don't think there's any way in my deck to do it. Actually, oh, it's a cast, yeah. Alright. Sort of 5 life. I think I'm gonna kill that with the Deadlands. So we have 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And we can leave up Profane Procession mana. Well, that's interesting. So now we can just Fatal Push that. I'm not exactly sure why they did that. I guess they're trying to bait us to use the Procession on it. I don't think we use Cast Out here. I guess they could play their Scarab God and activate. What would they get back? So let's see. So we have 10 mana again next turn, basically. And so that means if they make Scarab God make a token, we can eat the token with Profane Procession, cast out the Scarab God. Hopefully they don't hit our Fragmentize off the Gonti. I don't even remember if I brought that in. Let's see. Champion. Play it. Probably just gets killed by a removal spell here. Yep. Oh, that one. That was nice. That's pretty good. So you can start trying to exile tokens. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 mana. Another procession, so you can transform the procession. You have 5, 6, 7 mana. So you can play Cast Out and Procession. We go to 1. So we have 12 lands, 12 mana. We're about to go to 1 off the attack. So I guess we have to draw something. So now we have 3 attackers. We're going to be at 1. Man, this has been quite the game. That return everything to my hand was pretty brutal, especially followed by the Time Twister. River's Rebuke into Time Twister. Pretty reasonable combination. Alright, that's gonna also be tough to beat. I think I need a call to the feast. I think there's only 1 left. This champion's not going to do anything for me here, or this Radiant Destiny. Yeah, we're just real rough shape here. Well, no, not exactly what we need. All right, good games.